This video follows on from the previous one where we edited this image and made some direct adjustments to the pixels, resulting in a permanent change to the image. In this video, we're going to take a more professional approach by using masks and adjustment layers. The result will be a non-destructive edit to the image, meaning that all the original information in the image will be preserved along with the edits. We'll start the same way as we did in the previous image by using the object selection tool on the sky, as that worked reasonably well last time. I click on the sky and now I need to select everything that is not the sky, so I go to select and inverse. Now go to layers and we click on this icon, which creates a new adjustment layer. So we click on that and then we choose which adjustments we want to make, and I want to do levels. The settings are now stored in the layers panel as an adjustment layer. The adjustments are indicated by this icon here, and the mask icon shows which parts of the image are being affected and which are being protected. The actual adjustments are made in the properties panel. These sliders will stay in whichever position you put them in. So we can just play around with those until we get a result. And that's it. That's that adjustment done. If we want to make another adjustment, we can get the original selection back by holding down the Control key and clicking on the mask thumbnail there, and that gets the selection back. And now we can add a new layer. Again, I'm going to go to the adjustment layer icon and click on that, and this time we'll choose color balance. And again, I go to the properties panel and make the adjustment. The last thing was to change the color of a road, which in the original image is to green. So we used a quick mask to do that last time with the gradient tool. So I select the gradient tool, quick mask mode, and drag a selection there. Could try again. Hard to get right, that one. That's probably good. Switch off quick mask mode and we're left with this selection. And now I need to click on a new adjustment layer. We'll do another color balance, and there you can see the selection as a mask, and we've got these properties again, and we're going to add a little bit of red to that and a little bit of blue, so we get a more realistic looking road. Okay, so now we're done, and you can see that all the changes we made are preserved. The original image is preserved. The great thing about this is that we can go back to any adjustment we want and tweak it how we want. So if I want to take a little bit of a red out of that building, I can go back to this layer and alter this value. Another thing I can do is I can hide the visibility of the adjustment layers, so I can compare the adjustments with the original image. I can switch these on in any order. And finally, if I want to get rid of the adjustment altogether, I can just select the adjustment on the layer and click on this bin here and get rid of it. And you can see everything is still there in the image. And I'll just undo those moves for a second. And if you wanted to save a copy of this to put on Facebook or whatever, what you would do is you go to File, Save As, and you choose Save a Copy, and then you can choose JPEG format and give it a new name, and then you can just save it. Okay, don't forget also to save this as a Photoshop document, because everything you see on the screen here now, all these layers, all these settings with the adjustments and everything, they're all preserved in the Photoshop document. So if you ever want to come back to this and adjust it again in the future, you have it as a master copy, and you can just come and make some changes to it and then output whatever you want from it, like we did with the JPEG.